Hmm. So, gonna get our companion and head toward Hagen, Fort Hagen. Not sure what the plan is. I think we just have to look
Crowd
around a
leading with
bit.
that one.
You look like you could use a drink. Dugout Inn has got some cold ones.
Need a drink. Nuka-Cola.
Nick's not the type to turn someone away, but he's only one person. So sometimes things just pile up.
Miss Perkins.
Hmm?
It's good to be back in Diamond City.
Hey, Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
You interested in traveling together?
Sure, could be fun.
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
I'm actually interested in knowing what the hell he has.
Always a trail to be followed.
Case Earl Sterling's disappearance. Client Vadim Bobrow. Another disappearing act to unravel. Earl Sterling, 25-year-old bartender at the Dugout Inn. One of the owners, Vadim Bobrow, noticed that Earl hadn't been into work for a few days. Security was called in, no investigation of course. The Institute took him, is the unofficial word about town, like always. Vadim came into my office, half drunk, with a sob story about how he and Earl went way back, that he just can't believe that Earl would get snatched up by the boogeyman. My gut says he's right. Earl didn't have any enemies, at least none with motive enough to kill the guy. Not living with anyone either, so I'll have to see if Vadim or someone else at Dugout has his keys. I'd rather not have to explain to security why I was picking the lock on Earl's door, if I slip up and get caught in the act.
The Earl Sterling case. Apparently Earl just up and disappeared one day. No one's seen him since.
I've been meaning to put Earl's case to bed.
Robco Fun. You've collected an issue of Robco Fun, includes the Zeta Invaders holotape.
For a while now. Glad you're up for it. So, what's your take on the case, Ellie?
On Earl? Well, he didn't have any enemies, that's for sure. Someone would have to notice you're alive first.
And Earl didn't exactly have the charisma to inspire any crimes of passion. What's that leave us?
I don't know, Nick. It can't be the Institute, right?
I guess we'll just have to see.
Marty Bullfinch case.
No, I always got the sense Earl was interested in me. Figures he'd be the one to run off.
Nicky, you old bucket of bolts, it's
The
Marty.
Bullfinch case.
I know
Marty
it's
was
been a
Nick's
while, but
partner.
I came
This is
across
how
a
it
little
was.
mystery
He
I
must
thought
have been
might get
some
your
kind of
circuits
desperate to go to
firing.
us for help after all this
You
time.
remember that ugly
Marty and I
grasshopper
never
statue on
exactly
top of
saw
Faneuil
eye to
Hall?
eye.
Turns out it's got a note in
Because
it.
he was usually
A
passed
note
out on the bar
written by the son of one,
Aw,
Shem
come on,
Droud.
Nick. Think of the good times.
I don't expect that name means anything to you, but
That's the one
the guy
I
was a
thinking of.
coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
Mysterious Stranger. Case, the Mysterious Stranger. Sightings of a man dubbed the Mysterious Stranger have been popping up sporadically across the old US for years now. Best case, the man's an immoral lunatic. Worst case, a prolific serial killer. All anyone knows is his MO, appearing suddenly, killing without remorse, disappearing without a word. The stranger has no known accomplices, no clear method of selecting his target, no calling card left behind. Sightings range from the NCR all the way to the East Coast, stretching back decades. Now he's come to the Commonwealth. Last thing this place needs is another psychopath running amok. Time to start putting together the pieces to put this one away. The human male outfits vary, but most recent sightings describe a large overcoat and fedora. Guy has taste, I'll give him that much. One man, multiple men, a ghoul with minimal scarring? Might explain the long passage of time between sightings. Appears and disappears suddenly, suggesting preternatural infiltration abilities, access to advanced cloaking tech. All but the earliest descriptions suggest the stranger uses only conventional arms, making infiltration training more likely. Perps like this make me wish the Institute had sprung for thermal detection before giving me the boot. Okay, Commonwealth, Capital Wasteland, NCR, Shady Sands. Yep. That's nice. It's been a perk through these games. Probably a perk in this game too. Okay. Click on dock. I need to check his equipment, Valentine's equipment. At the moment I don't particularly care what he has though.
Hey,
I'm listening. If I got it.
Compensated submachine gun. I don't think we need ammunition for it. We just need to give him the machine gun. So we could upgrade it a little bit. Yeah, let's do that now. I mean, it's a quick travel away. Beware the Manhandler. Unique bonus for companions, like increased damage or more health. More magazines. Okay, well, we could give the armor-piercing weaponry to him.
hey.
What's the plan? Try not to sever anything you might miss.
Okay. It had what? Standard receiver. Oh, that's no good. Better damage, improved armor penetration, and range. Nothing really bad about this. Much better than what we have now. Short light barrel. Improved hip fire accuracy. Full stock. We can improve upon it. Large drum. Large quick ejection drum. Reflex sights. I don't really care. Keep it. Compensator. Improved per shot recoil. Improved recoil control. Reduced range. Muzzle brake is superior in every way but range. But the difference is minimal. Where the hell did he go?
My systems are eager to absorb new data. I find this traveling agrees with me.
Hey,
Go ahead.
heads up.
I'm all ears. There's something bothering you?
Your thoughts?
You see a lot of folks at their worst in my line of work. Hard to not let it get to you sometimes.
I wanted to make sure things were okay, between you and me.
I guess things are all right. I just want to make things right for people out here. My hope is you feel the same.
Oh, nothing.
Well, all right.
Let's go. But more or less clear the area, check for entry points, and then decide basically what to go with.
Is this the place? Huh? Is he in here, boy?
I knew dog meat would sniff our man out. Let's you and I take it from here. Give our four-legged friend a break.
And we can't go through that. We explored that. Somewhere there were sins, and I think we're gonna go and take a look. I want to get a good idea of how useful he is for one. Where did you get the horrible weapon? Robots fighting something else. I'm going to have to assume that the robots are hostile toward me too.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Wanted to make sure. You fucker. That pistol isn't gonna do good. this isn't the armor piercing weapon exactly.
Dangerous fugitive is on the loose. Do not attempt to apprehend. This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol.
We are gonna need.
Area secure.
Do something for you? Here's what I've got.
Why aren't you using a proper weapon? Well, I can't. We just can't go on with no one having any armor piercing.
Funeral.
Do not make any further escape attempts. Law breaker.
Ah. It exploded already.
Violence will not be tolerated.
Really want this to be the last mug you see? Just when I thought we were getting along.
Okay. This shit isn't gonna work. Why are you using a worthless pistol when you have a proper weapon? Can I give you a revolver?
Not doing them much good at this point.
Scavengers. Pipe pistol. Might as well loot this crap if we're going back there. Laser musket. I'm not happy about the situation. I suppose it's better to be aware of it now than before we go in. So, we need a revolver. Do I have a revolver? How do I get them to change their weapon? Yeah, this is not a good situation. I suppose we could try it with some other type of pistol. I would imagine, because he's using a revolver, he's a revolver guy. At least, at the very least, a pistol guy. We do have I suppose the ammunition might have to be the same. That's the big problem. Same as what the pipe revolver uses. Was it 44? Or 45, I don't recall. Either way, I'll try to fix that little problem immediately. While we're there, I'll also sleep and heal up. I don't understand why you can't have a better control system. I mean, that's always been the problem with these games. But I'm just looking for some real basics. I mean, know what your guy is good at. What can we do with him? If he's not going to use any rifles, just fucking tell me he's a pistol user. Leave it at that. I don't see why it has to be some kind of a... Why is it necessary for me to basically just test things out to find out what works here? I probably sold all my pistols. He might be able to Maybe should I give him one of the... Fuck, what do these weapons even use? That's the problem. I mean, I can see he has no ammunition, so... is that the reason he's not using? Maybe a laser pistol? They're fairly good weapons, but do you have cells? Are you gonna even use this? Ah, fuck this. Might as well try with the Snub-Nose 44. It's our only one, but I mean, if he's not gonna use it, we're not gonna lose anything by giving it to him either.
I wonder what you have made now.
Standard receiver. Gun not 4. We can give a hardened one. There's no point doing this until we know if he's gonna actually use it. Where did he go?
Humanity is so resilient to cling to life despite all of this. It is the duty of us all.
Heads up.
There's something... you need?
He's not gonna use it.
Look alive.
Go on.
We must find the men of science and institutes of learning.
Always the horrible revolver with no real... Well, it doesn't have anything. Because we have the cryo later. That at least has some energy damage.
They are out there still.
We're just going in. I don't want to mess around with this too much. If we find a hive revolver, I'll give it a shot. Gamma gun emits radiation that is deadly to humans, but ineffective against ghouls, robots, and wasteland creatures, so it's an anti-human weapon. Sort of seems worthless. Humans can be dealt with through many ways. It's like dogs this time. I don't care who's fighting. Let me see your gun. It basically has no... Almost looks like it has no... Jesus Christ. Can't recall the word. Oh, wait. It's a Snub-Nose.
Ain't bothering anybody now.
You can't survive dogs. That's how worthless you are with the weapon. Barrel. Yeah, that's the word I was thinking of. So short of a barrel, so worthless that he's not gonna survive dogs. He's not gonna be able to contribute anything worthwhile if I can't get some kind of improvement on that. With all the laser muskets. The dogs were fighting something here. More
Hey,
settlers.
toss anything you can't haul my way.
You're not using it. Raised reinforced combat armor right arm. Combat armor left leg. Combat armor right leg. Combat armor usually has been a fairly good heavy armor. Probably one of the better non-power armors. Looks like it's not that heavy. And the protection is good. Yeah, that's a very likely upgrade at some point. How do I get up there? Suppose I could jump around a little bit. We have to meet raiders. Otherwise our chance of getting a revolver is pretty much zero. Exactly anyway. Probably could just buy it though. They were very common early on. I mean, everyone had them. Either a pipe pistol or a pipe revolver. I want to give it a shot. I mean, he's a worthless sack of shit with his current weapon. Maybe I should try giving him ammunition. Seems familiar. Where the fuck do you always disappear? Holy shit. Any other outside defenses? Probably yes. We could try to clear out the outside defenses. I mean, the real deal is when we get inside anyway. Hopefully we have an alternative path, although I would be very surprised if there is some too obvious of path. He's a very experienced guy, or possibly part of a group of guys like that. They're gonna be aware of every entrance to the place. I like this reaction. Tells me where the next turret is gonna be. We'll let it cool down and then just end it too. I suppose we're gonna try to go and get a pistol after that.
Something out there.
Look who's back. That's one way to get that coolant pumping.
Locked door. For fuck's sake, why are you at talking distance constantly? They have a proper port here. And graphical flickering. Ah. Why is no one defending this place? There is clearly automatic defenses, sandbags and everything, so it's prepared for a proper siege, but there's no one actually coming to defend it. I have a feeling I'm gonna go into some kind of a place where something bad has already happened. I'm gonna go there and pick up the pieces, trying to find out something. There isn't gonna be any kind of heavy fighting. Gonna do an equipment dump, buy a revolver, see if we can modify his. Has to be a way to do it. Maybe I'm just being stupid and don't know what it is, but
Look alive.
I'll see what I can do.
Nick,
What do you need?
that was all I had.
Well, all right. Go on.
Take a look.
How about armor? I'd like to see the pistol if for nothing else. See if he's gonna really use it. Is it? I mean, what ammunition type it uses? It's probably 45. Which means he should have ammunition for this too, but he's just not using it for some reason. And I don't fucking get it. Why? I can force him to equip it. Right? E. Right. Cool. That's what I thought. There has to be a better way to do things. Well, it hardly matters now. I'm still gonna need to do the equipment dump. Means I can also force him to wear a specific type of armor. With him, I don't think it matters really. The heavier the better, more or less. Could even give him a power armor. Doesn't have to have the armor in there. I wonder if he would use up the cores. I would have to imagine that he isn't, but my weight is going up very fast. I must have something. Why do I have burnt books? They do nothing and they have weights. I thought everything in my miscellaneous category would have no weight, but apparently it does. Also, don't really get why bobby pins are so common. I mean, I have 163. It doesn't make sense with this lockpicking system, but whatever. Hey. Dirty water. Moldy food, really? And the stealth boys. Right. The stealth boys somewhere else. Three stealth boys has to be. We also have extra armor pieces. Combat armor, this and that. Right. What else? Some miscellaneous items had weight and no use. Burnt books. Burnt textbooks. Overdue books. Wait a minute. San Francisco Sunlight cigars have weight. Right. No. Let's give it a proper go. I still won't go into Port Hagen itself. Although I really probably should. There doesn't appear to be anything too interesting here. And because it sort of looks like a very quiet place at the moment, and I have a companion, which I can at least get to carry my excess crap, we shouldn't have too many problems. I would like to try the cryolator against a living target at least once before going in. We're gonna be weapon 9. Let's put it in 8. And I guess we are going in. There doesn't look like there's too many enemies here anyway. So instead of just wandering about, wasting time, let's go in, start this. It's just so well protected, I have to assume that it's very likely that the only opening is the one here. Not a stealth weapon, but with him in our team, I don't think we can really be all that stealthy anyway. I'm not. Guns and bullets.
Nice.
Ballistic weapons permanently do plus 5% critical damage. Lasers and hunting. Acceptable overkill. I think I'm gonna take a closer look at the loot options here after we've secured this. Same time.
Whoever or whatever you are, I knew you were out there.
Sin.
An enemy may be utilizing stealth.
Stealth
How
capabilities.
interesting.
You
Combat
playing hide and
seems to
seek? I want to walk away.
Intruder in Fort Hagen. Eliminating hostile. This is all directly to Geller. Hello, secure
You
facility
fucking
infiltrated.
piece of
Termination
shit.
required.
Quick traveled, I guess, and the pistol comes
Something
up.
for you?
Hey,
Go ahead.
Can't get the pistol out. He doesn't have ammunition for it, something. I don't know.
You cannot escape detection for long.
I am no longer detecting an enemy presence.
It's an acceptable weapon, the cryolator. Much bigger problems with the fact that I have to babysit
That's
the
it.
inventory of us companion. If I have to choose this weapon every fucking time we do some kind of quick traveling system, It's an odd thing because so far most of the things that have been going on have been very user friendly, management friendly. Now we have this. Excited Institute Rifle. Well, well, well. Who wouldn't be excited? Let's try something.
Hey,
What's the plan?
take a look.
Good plan.
And there comes the piece. Okay, Nick, I'm gonna have to give you a D on this performance.
Hey,
I'm listening.
Infinite ammunition on the pistol.
Whatever you need.
Let's try this another way. This uses a 45. We are going to store some ammunition. Let's say, can I actually control that? No. What up? Okay, 200.
heads up.
Use it.
I'm all ears.
Okay. Let's give you another chance. Could be it's some kind of a fallback weapon system. It only uses it if he doesn't have any other choices. Okay, he's at least using the weapon now.
I'll see what I can do.
Can I just
The
talk to you?
sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment.
Here's what I've got.
Yeah, he's using up the ammunition. Okay. Okay. Situation under control. Your pistol is terrible. It's intended to be terrible. It's intended for you to never really use it.
Got it.
You got a thing for antiques, huh?
Please come out. Gone. Excellent.
So, they were here at some point, Institute came, murdered everyone. Although I haven't found any bodies, so maybe they were working for the Institute. At least that's a possibility.
Nice.
I don't think I want our friend here to have the machine gun, not really, because he's not good at using the ammunition, so it'll run out fairly quickly. Probably not here, but point being, I can't have enough ammunition for him to use just that one weapon. we have to get, at the very least, we'll have to get multiple different type of weapons. Pistol would probably be a good one. Some kind of a powerful pistol.
Remember, Kellogg's a professional. He won't make it easy.
We'll see. Pretty much confirms the client. Assuming he's okay in this environment. I suppose I could give him an energy weapon too. I have no idea what he's good with. Probably well, if the fallback weapon is a pistol, I would assume semi-automatic pistols at the very least. Those are what he's capable, very competent with.
Want me to take a look at that terminal? You just say the word.
Rocks. These rocks.
Sweet.
Choose personality. Law enforcement. What's law enforcement personality? I'm not sure what this would make why would this make a difference?
Powering up.
Was that away with
Protectron
machines?
on duty. Move along, citizen.
Electron Watcher.
Attention. This is now a combat zone. You may suffer harm up to and including death
No shit.
if you remain in the area. This notice required by law.
Won't underestimate us again.
Law and order has prevailed.
Might as well follow it. It's gonna be our little battering ram, our shield, while we move forward. Trigger any traps. Consider tribal. We'll do a more detailed looting later.
Sure made a mess of this place, didn't they?
Sure did.
Kill. Kill.
Okay. Well, it helped a little. Not much, but a little. Usually the sensible thing is to loot first before moving forward.
Well, ain't that a blast from the past?
Camera. I mean, there's no telling anywhere really that you can always come back. Sometimes you can. But I don't see why I couldn't come back here. Short pipe revolver rifle. Right? No. It's definitely more of a pistol, man. Might as well get him a rifle too at some point, but maybe more of a shotgun type weapon.
Movement detected. Curious. Found you.
Come on, pal.
Be pleased.
Coast looks clear.
It's not fucking clear. Might be an automated defense system, it's not moving in response, and it's losing focus very quickly. There it is. Mines. Focus boosted Institute rifle. Laminated synth chest piece. Synth left arm, leg, arm. I might as well give all to him.
There's something you...
I mean, see if he starts using them or something. Would use fusion cells, right? It's fairly heavy, but it has good resistances. Provides action points. He's not going to do anything to armor.
Hey.
There's something you...
There's no option to put it on. I suppose we can... Yeah, he's using up the rounds very quickly. So this uses cells. We have cells. Munition, please. Probably not cryo cells. Fusion cells. Yes. Let's give them 200 fusion cells.
Need?
Hey.
Go on.
I'll want to see him use it for a while. Synth leader. I wonder how armor is gonna work. I mean, does he just want to look like that or not need armor? Does he only accept specific types of armors? Pipes. Marksman's calibrated powerful pipe rifle. Suppose I should take these. They're worth something if nothing else. Very close to where we need to go. Would assume it's on a lower floor though. It's elevator.
Going up.
We'll go down then. Right.
Sweet.
Raider this, Raider that. Not interested. Bourbon. Ooh, a lot of explosive things. Could be in here. Yep. So elevator it is. Probably ways to open these. But how? Can't do anything with them. So computer controlled, I would assume at least. So let's go, Nick. This is not a good weapon to use though if we've been spotted. It's all about being stealthy. We need an assault rifle type of a weapon.
Sensor anomaly detected.
Someone's coming.
There you go.
What's that?
Hey, they're back.
Not sustained.
I think that's the last of them.
Energy weapons seem to work fairly well against them. You can keep the weapon.
It would appear my target has disappeared.
Yes, it would. Probably an alternative. No, this is probably an exit. We could have gone downstairs, but we wouldn't have gained entrance. Right, this is just a quick way to exit the area. This is where the robot patrolling should be.
accounting for taste.
Mostly worried about traps at this stage. Yep. So. Only one path forward. The oil on the floor. The accident here will burn. Weapons worth. We have a chance to upgrade his little rifle. Probably should take it.
Yes.
Not sure what the armor situation is all about. Suppose we should just see what he will wear and what he won't.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Okay. We don't have any real equipment here. What it would require? Yeah, nuclear material, fiberglass, gold. We could do some of this, but now is definitely not the time.
Heads up.
Do something for you?
Let's go, my man. Just to carry weight. Don't have too much free carry weight, but we can always dump crap on him. Gold and silver, again high tech.
Is someone present?
What's that?
And we have minimal distance.
Didn't even break a sweat. Not that it's an option.
Shock baton. We're fairly close to the target constantly.
Yeah, if it isn't my old friend, the frozen TV dinner. Last time we met, you were cozying up to the peas and apple cobbler.
So definitely an institute man then. There's something to have a lasting charge. I'd like to go against him with full life, more or less. and damage resistance. Military ammo bag. Pulse grenades. There's a good chance he's a synth himself, I suppose.
Got it.
Gamma rounds. I would imagine gamma weaponry is then used by maybe the Institute. I mean, if you want to be sure you don't harm your own, but kill your own humans, use radiation. Another trap. About 12, 11, 10, 9. So we're getting behind that door is our next waypoint at least.
Sorry your house has been a wreck for 200 years, but I don't need a roommate. Leave.
Fort Hagen Command Center. $51, yeah. This is not gonna be something I can pull off in a